How you doing? This is Chris Albert, and this is not going to be a normal video. I wanted to discuss the tragedy that happened at University of California, Santa Barbara. First thing I want to say is that I'm extremely sorry to the families of the victims, to the surviving victims, and that I'm praying for the souls of those who were killed. I have a strong connection to the University of California, Santa Barbara. The reason why I moved to California was so that I could pursue my doctorate in political science there. And when I first moved out here, I didn't have a place to live and couldn't afford one. But I was a member of Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity, and through what they have, the resident scholar program that they have, I was taken into the house and given room and board in exchange for providing academic programming for the fraternity there. Now I was 27 years old at the time. I was a Marine Corps veteran, and I have to say that while I definitely enjoyed my time there, being a 27-year-old living in a college fraternity house, especially in Isla Vista, California, at the University of California, Santa Barbara, was probably one of the more awkward experiences of my life, especially while trying to pursue a doctorate and take up my studies. But I'm very thankful for my time there, and very much considered all those guys that I live with brothers, and that I'm thankful for my 4 years at University of California, Santa Barbara. It was one of the best times of my life. Not because of the partying, but because it's a beautiful place, and I got a lot done there. The situation is extremely tragic. I looked at the video of the killer that he provided prior to committing his crime, and I noticed a few different themes there. He said he wanted to punish women who would not sleep with him and who preferred brutish and unsophisticated party guys to him, whom he considered a true gentleman. He said that he was going to show them who the true alpha male was, and he would show them that he was in fact a god, and that he would destroy all the girls who would not give him love or sex or things like that. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because this channel, yes, it's about fitness, but it's also about improving young men's lives and helping them to live their best life. And I have to basically talk to you guys about what a real alpha male is. College and teenage life can be one of the more awkward periods of one's existence. If you're not comfortable with the opposite sex, if you are not comfortable with yourself, a lot of really weird and awkward things can happen. But it's also a process of discovery and discovering oneself. An alpha male does not have to be a big buff guy. You don't have to sleep with a million women. You don't have to show everybody how hard you can party. And you don't have to abuse other people or bully anybody else. That's not an alpha male. An alpha male is somebody who sticks up for the principles, who follows his beliefs regardless of what anybody else says, who looks out for other people, who protects other people, who doesn't just look for sex from women, but looks to establish good relationships, and who looks to find real women who can contribute to his life, and so that he can contribute to theirs. This kid's understanding of an alpha male is corrupt, because the view of society that guys have to sleep with tons of women, that guys have to show this very macho side, is a corrupt view of what a man should be. We are, in our lives, ignorant for the most part, of our mortality. And I say that because for us, a lot of times little things appear like they're very big things. And one of the other opportunities I had with Sigma Phi Epsilon was to go on what they call a quest to Greece, where I was facilitating philosophy lessons for young men who were the top leaders in their chapters on a trip to Greece, and facilitating discussions on philosophy and ancient Greek readings, because I was quite the academic at the time. And one of the things we did was we went to the old oracle at Delphi. And when you go to Delphi, it's set in the mountains, and it's this beautiful, beautiful set of ruins. And you look around, and there's rocks everywhere. There's old columns. There's, the evidence of civilization. And you realize that in this beautiful mountain setting, hundreds of thousands of people came here in the ancient world, and this was a very important place. And I was sitting there, and there was a discussion on religion. And what I noticed was that we were the only ones there at the time. And the only other living things that I saw there was a column of ants going on the hunt. And I was going through some things at the time. And one of the things I realized was that the people who came here were actual people. They had lives, they had problems. And that they're all gone. We see the ruins, but we don't see their individual particular lives. And one of the understandings I came to was that 100 years from now, everybody that I was standing with, everybody that was there, everybody who is watching this video 100 years from now will be dead. They will have lived their lives. And life, in and of itself, is not retrievable. You don't get it back. So, while you are alive, that is a precious time. It is a time that you need to go out and do things for yourself. You can leave a legacy of failure, a legacy of hate, as some people have, or you can build yourself and make yourself into the best person possible and live your best life possible. That onus is on you. It's not on anybody else. Nobody else in this world is here to make your life better. You have to make your life better. You have to take charge of your life and do what you can to live it the best way possible. Now, that's different for everybody. But you have to understand that things like sleeping around and partying and all of these other things are small in comparison to what you should be doing, or what you should hope your life will eventually be. Think in the long run. College is an extremely short period of time. And in some ways, it's worthless except for the life experience. And if that life experience is easy and it consists of hanging out and having, establishing great friendships and things like that, then so be it. But if it is hard and awkward, that's also a life experience. And you can gain many positives from that. And eventually you're going to get out of there. And you're going to get out of that social situation. And you're going to be able to make your life into what it should be. But again, that onus is on you. It's not on anybody else to give it to you. And the problem that this kid had was that he expected it to be handed to him. He expected it to be given to him on a silver platter. This kid came from a life of privilege. He was rich. He was driving around his BMW and shooting people from his BMW. And nobody ever told him that he had to work for everything including his respect from other people. If you want anything in this life, you've got to earn it. And I'm sorry if this video was long-winded, but I feel it was an extremely important conversation, and I hope that some of you get something out of it. So, God bless everybody. Please say your prayers for these people, and even say your prayers for the misguided soul who committed these crimes. This is Chris Howard. Peace out.